Hello and welcome to part 100. Like usual, check the description for any timestamps you want to jump to. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around for the play-by-play. I want to thank you for stopping by and supporting the channel. Today, I think we're going to work on probably redoing the zones here for our farm. Okay, before we lay all of this down though, let's take a moment. Let's increase the speed a little bit. Let's make sure we don't have any rocky soil under here. Okay, looks good. Okay, we'll do a path here, 4 wide, going down, pretty much to match this. And I think this way, we'll get rid of a few of these. We'll match that. I know this isn't really the center. We're going to have this kind of off angle a little bit. That's okay. Okay, looks good for rocky soil right now. What we want is 5 by 5 zones here. But you know what? Let's leave these bushes for now. We're going to need some raw food, I believe. Let's take a look. Running pretty low. We got a loot stash recently. Let's go and send someone out there. It's early morning. People have woken up. They've eaten. Let's go ahead, grab maybe 2 people for loot stash. And we'll send some ass with them. Some food. Let's see what kind of meals we have we can assign for them to take with them. Honey Crisples, okay. You know what? Let's take 6. Whoa, not 38, 6. Okay. Ambush chance 0. Food supplies, great. Estimated weight. We have more than enough room to bring things back. Okay, let's accept that. They're forming up. Now, I did notice we had quite a lot of different weapons and armor in our zones there when we were picking what to send with our caravan. So let's take a moment. Let's go in our workshop. Now, are we able to add... So this has both smelting that this one had. Let's go take a look at our helmets. See what kind of helmets we have in abundance. Gambesons, we have a lot of fine ones we can get rid of. Great homes, Looks like we have a lot of good great helms we can get rid of. Kettle helmets, not so much. We do need light helmets, so let's leave that alone. Mail armor, we could get rid of the good. Same with the helmets. I don't think we have too many good ones. No, looks like we don't have any at all. Looks like they're fine or flawless. Oh no, we have good ones. Okay, so mail helmets we'll add to that. Pig face helmets. Plate armor. Mail helmets. Was mail armor on that list? We have a lot of fine. Yeah, we have good here too. Let's see. Mail armor. Okay. Let's add that over here. And you know what, we could probably just grab this. Let's copy that. Can we paste that in here? Perfect. Let's move this up. Take these off. You know what, we could maybe let's add like 9 mirrors. We need some of those. Okay. Let's revisit our zones here that we were trying to deal with. Any of this ready? These ones aren't yet. Let's cancel these. Okay, herbs, I think we're going to put at the back. Okay, we're going to have 8 barley. Plan here, this is for cabbage. Let's see, is this cabbage? Perfect. So we're going to have a strip of cabbage that's going to seed. And then cabbage here that's ripe. Looks like we need to get rid of these zones here. Expand that out. Let's copy that. And then we'll be doing a separate 5 here at the bottom. Looks like we're going to have to change this a little bit. Okay. Going to seed. Going to seed. Going to seed. Let's go into seed. Okay. Let's get rid of these zones. Okay. Carrots. We wanted carrots next. Okay, same thing. This is going to be going to seed. Let's change those. That is for ripe ones. Let's add that in. Okay, what are we missing now? Beets. We're missing beets. So we'll add in beets here. These ones going to seed. These ones ripe. Let's double check these. Make sure these are checked in the right box. too far. Let's make that a little bit shorter. And let's add that here. Okay. Now, unfortunately, this next little area here under construction. Herbs. Perfect. And then this is going to be clay tiles. Now we're going to be digging this out in the future, so I don't want to put anything down right on the edge there. And then the rest of this is supposed to be flax here, but this is unfortunately dug out at the moment. Let's see if we can harvest anything here. We'll have to check back in this area, see if we can get any of this food or resources that have been planted in between the zones. We also want to deal with this, change this up. Let's just take a look. Loot stash, they're still on their way. We do have the speed set down pretty slow at the moment. Let's get these filled in. These are still ripening. Let's get that flooring put in here. And let's get rid of these zones. Yeah, we can't destroy them that way. We have to do these individually. Okay. Alright, let's get all of this cut down. Get whatever trees here cut down fresh. Okay. Now, how many types of trees do we have besides apple? It's 5? We have 5. Okay, so we're going to do willow tree first. Now, let's see. This will be all the way to the edge here. Now, does any of this need to be dug out? No, we're okay. Alright, let's add that in. And now we can go put our zones in here. Let's take a look. Where are our trees? Willow trees. Okay. So we're going to have them put in a little bit closer this time. We're going to have them just 2 pieces wide. Whoops, too far on that one. Should have a lot more trees available now. And let's take a look at our materials here. We're a little bit low on wood. We don't have any wood. Now I wonder if that's part reason is this is clogged. We don't have a lot of storage space here, so we'll have to deal with that in a moment. First, want to finish putting these trees down though. So space of 2 in between. Should be plenty of sunlight. And birch tree. Okay. Is this zone here? That is okay. Caravan has arrived. Okay. Let's finish putting down these tree zones. And let's go take a look at our caravan. Enter location. Alright. Loot stash time. Bear with me a moment while this loads. Otherwise, feel free to skip ahead. I'll have the timestamp in the description. Okay. Let's pause this. Let's see what we're dealing with. Small flat area. shrine here. Well, they can pray, I suppose. Okay. Looks like everything we want is going to be hidden at the lower levels, so let's go down. Water. Nothing lower than this. Okay. Looks like we want to get to this area. Okay. Let's dig down, and we should be able to just put ladders in there. Any of you have a stronger mining skill than the other? I guess you do. That means I need you. You'll be cutting, and you are mining. Okay. Let's set some default stockpiles here. Alright, we have wood. How much do we need for a ladder? 25? Or no, just 20. Okay. Put a ladder in. You're gonna need probably one more tree cut down. Let's get this one chopped down over here. You know what? Maybe I'll just put that zone over here instead. This doesn't count as a flooring. Okay. One ladder's put in. Alan, can you build this? Okay. Once you build that, we'll have access to that little basement area that was hidden. You don't need clay. Part of me is wondering if I should take some dirt back home. But I don't want to waste a lot of time here. Aiken, you are idle. Let's go mine. Get some dirt. Take a look at Alan here. Standing on the lower of, well, the lower end of the top ladder to build the ladder under. And we can default stockpile here. Let's expand that. Small water barrels. You know what, let's allow this dirt to be picked up. Okay, I think we're set with this. Maybe what we can do, we can just deconstruct that for a moment. Okay, you know what, let's just leave. We don't need that. Let's take a look here, see what we can add. You know what, let's take all these bones if we have room for it. What did we get here? Superior iron, not terrible. Headbands, cat skin, interesting. Honey crystals, we brought those with us. Fine helmets, we like the light helmets. Superior iron shield, sounds good. More sticks. Some decorations we can sell here, and some wood to bring back. We have enough room to bring back all those bones. Let's accept that. And bear with me while we load our base. Feel free to skip ahead. I'll have a timestamp ready. This one should take a little bit longer than the loot stash loading because it is a larger zone. Doesn't look like it's taking that long. Or is it going to take forever? Should be done momentarily. Placing objects. Loading. Placing objects. And we're loading. Loading is complete. Excellent. Okay, our people are on their way back. Okay, we got all of this assigned in the meantime. Let's go take a look at the southwest digging operation we had. Looks like there's something here we need to cut down before we can put that floor in. Let's go ahead, deal with that. We'll have to mine that away. Probably put a ladder here to get down. Let's take a look in the little cave here. Get a little bit of soil to fill in. Okay. I do think I have some rocky soil here still to deal with. These are still ripening. Okay. I was a little bit worried about the storage here. You can see here we got the dung bricks set up here. Let's see if we can maybe move the dung bricks over here right now. Can you hear my cat in the background? He's pretty excited. He's excited about the dung bricks being moved over. Can you believe that? Okay, we're also going to need some separate storage for wood, it looks like. I guess for now, let's put that over here. Just leave a little strip. We want to leave the ice on that side. Okay, wood. Okay, fair bit of soil there we can fill in. Looks like these areas got filled in here, so we can expand these back out. Okay. Looks like this is still being worked on a little bit. Okay, let's go and visit our siege towers. We did work on these a little bit not too long ago. See what we can update on them. Is this all stylized? Looks nice. If you're going to do something, do it with style. Okay, still working on this side. Looks like an extortion event just happened. Faithful Sons of England. Well, they're not the closest ones, but they're already hostile, so I think we're going to just let them stay hostile. Okay. I kind of wanted to send out a trade caravan. Might have to wait till after. But if they're a whole day away, maybe I'll be able to send someone out in the morning. Morning 6 hours away. I suppose it won't be too bad if we're missing one or two people, but I don't want them to come back during a raid, so I think I'm going to wait until the extortion is over. Got a lot of limestone here, a little bit of rocky soil. Let's assign this to get dug out. Alright, caravan is home. Excellent. Actually quite a bit here, more than I thought there would be to dig out still. I still see a little bit more. Okay. Since we're filling in all this soil, let's take a look. Looks like we need a little bit more. Let's go take a look at the northeast here. Can mine away a little bit. Let's get that mined away. Looks like we can just mine this away. Okay. Let's leave that for now. We don't want too many people too far away, especially when the negotiations are due today. Are they due today? No, not really. Looks like they'll be due in the morning. Okay, some of these are ready. Let's get these bushes cut down. Leave some room for these trees to grow here. Okay, looks like our raw food is running a little low. Our food running a little low. Let's take a look at our domestic animal situation. Let's see who we can cull here. Our bear is getting pretty old now, 6 years. Okay. What do we have an abundance of? Running a little low on male goats. Doesn't look like we have a thriving population at the moment. Let's see, maybe one of these female goats we'll get rid of right now. And let's get rid of a male chicken we can eat. Maybe one of these female cattle. These are still young. How are these foxes doing in the wild? 0%. Is that the same one I just clicked on? 60%. Okay, so you know what? The one that's at 0%, let's stop taming that one. The other one's a lot higher percentage. What kind of animals do we have here that we can hunt? Quite a lot of male deer. Let's get rid of some of these in the wild. Okay, there's an older one here, and this one's a little bit older too. But speaking of hunting wild animals, you know what, that's our own goat carcass. That's not a wild goat. Okay. Let's take a look, see what is going on in the southwest digging area here on the inside of our base. Alright. Starting to close up that little cave. We have this ladder put in. We got that bush taken out. Let's get that ladder taken out now. We got some more dirt here we can assign to get filled in. Okay. Looks like a lot of these got harvested. Let's leave that flax for a bit. Do we have wood assigned here? We still do. Okay. So the wood that's assigned here never goes bad. I'll have to double check the wood that I'll have here. I might need to put a little bit of a lean-to. Yeah, right now, it's never going bad. I'll have to keep an eye on that. In the rain or snow, we'll have to see. Okay. I do need to get this brick moved out of the way. We are going to be putting in our temple in this area. So I do need to start moving this out of the way. What we're going to do temporarily, we're going to hide it behind where the temple is going to be. Now, before I put too much of this down, just want to see if I need to dig any of this out. Just going to worry about the top layer here. That looks good for now. Let's take a look here. Okay, excellent. Let's expand that out, and we can get rid of this completely. Assign some more dirt here. Okay. Looks like some of these were harvested. Let's cut these down. The ones that are budding we can get rid of. At least the ones that are at a low percent. This one, you know what? We'll get rid of this. It's been harvested. Gotta clear this stuff out of the way. Also, let's see. Is this ready here? Is this all just dirt? Yeah, it's all just dirt. Okay. Let's make that clay brick all the way down. See here, our trees have been planted a little bit. Still low on wood though. Let's go take a look perimeter here outside. See what kind of trees are available for us to cut down. Our meals are getting really low. Looks like we need to go and negotiate. Pretty much that time where we say no. Doesn't really matter who we send. Let's see. You're enjoying entertainment. Let's send you out there. It's by the graveyard. We got a lot of graves ready. One other thing I had a little bit of an idea to do. I'm just going to pause this for a moment. I did want to change the stylization around these windows. We can make it rounded. Does that look nicer? Looks like it kind of goes together better than this. Click too many times there. Okay. We'll have to do the other side still, but I think it looks a little bit nicer. I'm going to leave the edges the same, but for now, we'll leave that alone. And let's just continue. We'll do the other side before we get to declining their negotiations. Okay. Who did I click on here? Catalina? Okay. Looks a little more stylized. Let's unpause that. Let our negotiator get to where they need to go. Okay, let's revisit the hole here. Good progress, getting filled. Let's add those layers in there. We can add those in here. Let's put those at the bottom as well. Okay. People are sorting our bricks here. Let's just double check this area. We can expand the bricks here as well. Just go all the way. Alright. Now, are any of our apple trees ready? Oh, Rick, you're still going to negotiate. Okay. I was a little bit worried you gave up on that. No, it doesn't look like these are ready yet. They are ripening. Oh, there are some ready. Okay, we're going to tell them no. How many archers? 15? Okay, they'll be here in about 5 hours. It's a little bit later than I would like. I probably should have went a little bit earlier to tell them no. You know what? This gives me time to put on some helmets for our people. Let's take a look, see if we got any helmets here ready. We do. Let's go through our people here, go put on some helmets. Okay, you're a warrior, you don't need a light helmet. Gotta say, I am looking forward to the updates the devs are working on when it comes to being drafted and the rally points and anything related to combat. With a group this size, it is a bit of a pain to go through and have everyone equip this item, equip that item. Be nice to just have kind of zones like set, or just have like that stuff set that when combat starts they go and get ready. Settlers are starving, settlers are exhausted. Let's just pause this for a moment. Okay, that's everyone on the list. You're exhausted. Aiken, you're gonna be exhausted during the fight. That's not good. You are starving. We do not have enough food. We have some barley. Let's go take a look in our kitchen. We can add barley back to some of these meals. Hopefully that'll help make some food in the meantime. A lot of this is growing still. Might be able to get some berries out of these bushes soon. Okay, let's take a look inside the pit here. Looks like they just put in those pieces of dirt. And we don't have enough dirt in stock. Something we're gonna have to worry about after. Okay, attackers are approaching. It's imminent. Let's draft everyone. At least everyone that has their helmets on. Let's go down this list. We're gonna draft our warriors as well. Okay, looks like everyone has a helmet on so far. That's good. All our archers have helmets. Okay. Aiken, you are exhausted. I'm gonna have you... You're gonna close this door, and then after that, I think I'm gonna have you just go to sleep. Everyone else, let's put you in positions on these towers. Okay. I'm gonna put a lot of troops here by our gate. You are a warrior. Another warrior. Okay. Not sure where I'll put the rest of our people that we haven't assigned yet. Might just put them near the entry towers here. Okay, that should be everyone. We don't want anyone outside here digging. Yeah, let's run back home. "63 enemies appeared." Okay, let's pause this. Once their unhappy faces, their frowny faces are gone, let's take a moment to see who is here and what they bring. I'm hoping that one of these battering rams one day will be made out of metal and it will be good, and I'll be able to keep it. It's weird. I swear when I click on the same person, their color changes a little bit here. Audric, Bolbeck. Right, look at that color. Click on him again, changes a little bit. Interesting. Okay, where did they spawn? The south? Okay. So it looks like anyone here on the northeast tower I'm going to move around. Let's grab you. We'll put you on this area here. Okay. I think we only had a few people outside. So let's go to the top of our list. Aiken. I'm going to undraft you. Set this to be locked. Let's get you to lock this door. And then you can go to sleep because you're exhausted. And you know what? Let's just drop your helmet. Okay. We have more people here we can move. Let's grab that group, move them around. Okay. Just want to make sure people aren't doubled up on spots here. We can avoid it. Alright. First blood. Looks like we got rid of a master archer already, which is great. one took a hit. Okay, Pentecost, let's move you a little bit to a safer zone here. Let's see if we can move a few other people up here. Mitchell, let's move you around. Took a little bit of a hit. Looks like a few of our people have taken some hits here. Alright, let's take a moment. Nice raid in the rain. Not happy with the amount of hits our people are taking on this tower. Let's move a few of you to a little bit safer location since you took a few hits. Looks like your weapon broke. Okay, good thing we are pretty much at an armory here. Now you had what, a short bow? What is your skill level? Level 9. Can't wear a war bow. Okay, thankfully there's a short bow there for you. Anyone else in this tower area? No. We're good. Someone else's weapon broke. Now, we don't need to go to the lower area, do we? No, there's an area here. Any weapons, though? No, the weapon racks are empty. Got some javelins here. Do we want javelins? No. I guess we're going to send you to a different armory. Can't use these curved bows. Can you use a war bow? No. Looks like you need a short bow as well. Really? These are all empty here? No short bows? Okay. Well, we're not going to worry about that. Let's just continue. Majority of the action's happening over here. Oh, Oswald. Oswald, you are not looking good at all. Let's move you around the side here. Oh, you got knocked down. He dealt the most blows, and he also took the most damage. We took out 50 enemies. Victory. 2.5 hours almost. Okay. Let's set this. Well, we'll set this to keep open, but we'll have to take a look at that. It's damaged. Oh, looks like no one got away. Alright, let's pause this. We can undraft everyone. Actually, you know what? Let's unpause that. It's slow speed right now. Let's just go through, unpause, and we'll just go through, make sure everyone who's drafted is undrafted. They can go to sleep, do whatever they want. Probably could have just selected everyone on the wall by dragging the mouse over them. You are unconscious. Okay, you didn't die. That's great. Okay, hopefully we can get a good night's sleep with everyone. Alright, time to start dropping these helmets. We didn't need our 6 warriors. I might expand our warrior team in the future. Right now, we pretty much have them set up with a one-handed weapon and a shield. I'm thinking of adding in maybe another 6 warriors that have a two-handed weapon with some reach. From my understanding, they could stand behind the warriors with a shield, and they can attack from behind. Oh, went too far down. You were missing a weapon, but you still had a helmet on. Let's get that helmet dropped. Okay. Whoops, dropped a weapon. It's okay, they will pick that up. Okay, that's everyone. Alright, let's go click these bodies. Let's get these set to urgent hauling. And this is set to be kept open. Now, what is going on? You're repairing, dear mod? Okay. Let's get you to open this door, and then all our animals can get to work. And let's just let this all be allowed. Get this cleaned up. We don't need this being forbidden. How are these bodies doing here? In the rain, not so good. Okay. Alright, trees are being planted. Our new crops have been set up. Not completely yet. Still need to work on a bit of mining here. That's going to be a while before we get to that. Want to finish working on the temple here, this area that we've been filling. We also need to get more dirt. Let's assign some more dirt to get dug out for us. A little bit here and there. Okay, I think with that, we're going to call it a video. Pretty much at the hour mark. Let's roll everything up to the top layers. Welcome to Recap and Planning. Okay, today we were raided. We defeated, I believe, 50 of them. The rest tried to run away, so there's more than 50 bodies here. Our graveyard is prepared. Now, we do need to go through this next episode to check the boxes. Make sure the ones further away from our stockpile here get filled first. And then hopefully our people will be able to go through all this gear on the ground and dismantle what we can. You can see here in our courtyard, our bushes are starting to come together for berries. It's going to be a little while before they're ready to produce. So I didn't want to get rid of these ones yet. These are still producing berries. Hopefully I'll get us some more. Our new farm zones have been implemented. Not fully. We still have this bottom area here to fill with barley. And this top area here on the north side. Once all this gets mined out and refilled with dirt, that'll be done. New tree zones put in. We got 5 variety of trees. Looks like 10 spots for each. I'm hoping that will solve our wood problem going forward. We got 50 trees planted here eventually. We won't need to send our people out to get trees from outside anymore. But I still want to keep this area clean. We also managed to stylize our keep a little bit. Hard to see in the rain. These are rounded. I think that makes it look a little bit nicer. Did the other side too. Had some work done on our siege tower. Not all of them are upgraded fully, but we have had some work done on those. I think next episode we'll add the zones and we'll go take a look at our basement, see what items we have we can install. Might have a few of these siege weapons. We're still working on filling in the inner southwest area, but now that this raid is over, I think we'll be able to do this next episode no problem. We're also working on moving all of this clay brick out to the outskirts here so we can start taking a look to see if we have any more soil to mine out here before we start putting in our temple. We also sent out a group to a loot stash. So loot stash was hit up today. Got some treasure from that. And then I think next episode, once the morning starts, we're going to send out a caravan to trade with some of our neighbors nearby. Maybe we'll send out 2 caravans, one to each of them. Not worry about getting raided, now that we were raided. Okay, well, once again, I want to thank you for stopping by and supporting the channel. If you got something to say, drop me a comment on one of the videos. Constructive criticism, brutal criticism, some compliments, let me know. Otherwise, thanks again for stopping by, and have a great one, everybody. See you next time.